Hi everyone. Coming on in. We have Ralphie here in the shop because he's so precious. He was behind me, and then I decided to set up the Chumpy Stones in their sacred circle here. And he's like wanted to be close to these beautiful stones. So he's with us for our little mini Wednesday crystal live session. I am Maggie of maggiesbliss.com, just in case anyone doesn't know. So we have our Chumpy Stones. Here we have our white alabaster or huamanta. Am I pronouncing that right? Where is it? Just trying to pull it up in my brain. Okay. And then, so we'll just go with alabaster because that's what these are. And then these are the black meteorite Chumpy Stones. So here, we're chatting for just a few minutes about Chumpy Stones. I don't know if anyone has ever heard about Chumpy Stones, ever done anything with them, but these are amazing. In fact, I'm getting one more set soon that's going to go around my bed. So white alabaster, and then we have meteorite. So the white alabaster one, so just to start really fast, the Chumpy Stones themselves, sacred, often come in sets of 7, and sometimes you'll see them in sets of 12. 7 for the 7 chakras, representing also the energy of the Apus, the sacred mountains in Peru. These are no joke when it comes to making them. It takes about 2 weeks for one person to make a set. And what they do is they actually carve out the points. They carve out, at least on the white alabaster ones, a beautiful, cocoa leaf, a beautiful archetype. So each one comes with those beautiful, each one at least of the alabaster comes with the archetypes, whereas these, it's too hard to get the, oh my gosh, the archetypes carved into these, they get so, it's just a different animal, right? So meteorite, black meteorite, or white alabaster are the most common that you'll see in Chumpy Stones. Now we're seeing them in all sorts of different stones. I've seen rose quartz, green aventurine, all the things, right? So Chumpy Stones are wonderful. So these have been used for a very long time. And, the ancient shaman would use these and still do for offering sacred rites. What's really amazing and what I'm so excited, I received and now have been offering for a very long time, Mune key rites, and I am obsessed. Mune means love, key is energy. I'm Mune key offering these rites. It's part of my soul's mission. I tell you, I love them. So one day I was channeling and I received a connection to one of my ancient guides, and they gave me the second of the 9 Mune key rites is called the Bands of Power rite. And the Bands of Power rite embeds bands of sacred energy connected to the elements. So we have black for earth at the root sacral chakra. Then we have water, red water, band of power that comes from the sacral to the power chakra, and then from power to heart is the fire, golden light energy. And then at the throat chakra is what's embedded is the element of air, silver energy, and up by the third eye crown is our white, pure white light, beautiful band of power. So you embed these. And often we'll do that when we offer the rites. We'll do that with our sacred pie stone. And often anyone offering the rites will use the same pie stone that they received during their receiving of the rites. So what I channeled was they were offering me the Bands of Power rite with these Chumpy Stones, and I thought, that's interesting. Maybe I'll do that one day. But then later, maybe a few weeks later, I read that they actually do offer these rites, and they have for a long time, very ancient, with the Tempe Stones, especially the Bands of Power rite and some other rites. And I thought that was really cool that I first received it as a channeling, because it makes it just so much more of a confirmation for me. So we have our Chumpy Stones, and what you can do with these, each of them has a point, or many points, and depending on how many points they have is how many chakras, right? So we have for the first 7, 1 point will be the root chakra, 2 points will be the sacral chakra, etc., all the way up, right? Same for the meteorite ones, right? So then, so you can tune into this You could potentially use this as some sort of a reading, of course, because we have our, excuse me, our archetypes, the condor here. Each Chumpy Stone has its beautiful archetype. So when, at least for the ones that they can be carved into, right? The easier ones. And then we have the sun here, jaguar, snake. I love that one. So as I mentioned, it takes a long time, and this is the moon, a long time for them to actually make their sets, because they're doing it while channeling. And the set you received is the set you're meant to receive from that channeled energy. It's embedded within each stone, and what they, it takes about 2 weeks, and the energy that gets in there. So each of these archetypes could potentially land somewhere different. So it's interesting to know, where is your cocoa leaf? Is it on the sacral chakra stone like it is for me? So that's something to think about. So when you place Chumpy Stones in a circle, it creates a sacred container of protection. And what I love to do, especially like I do it with these, is to put it around my crystal grid in my yoga room, to create a sacred container for my crystal grid. You can also, and I put these around my my crystal ball when I'm not, using them for something else. I will also pull these out, and every other, right, in between each of the Chumpy Stones, I'll put selenite, and then I will have these be around my energy healing table when I'm going to do a session, so that the client is within this beautiful sacred container with the Chumpy Stones, the selenite, and any other crystal grids I want to put under the table, any other crystals I may put on them as they receive, which is really, really freaking cool. And so like I was saying in the beginning, you can put these around your bed and create a sacred container if you don't feel safe, if you find it hard to go to sleep. So white alabaster, this particular stone, we don't want to discount it because it actually relieves and helps with anxiety. It promotes centering of self and stimulates the mind while alleviating stress, deepens your meditation, helps you forgive with love. Someone had talked about their experience with black meteorite. So black meteorite, for them, they had used one, I don't know which one they used, but they put one on their belly while they were meditating, and they felt like the black meteorite had taken anything that was released from the meditation into this void within the stone. It was just like a void that could be filled and filled and filled and filled forever. And it just took it into the void, and then they felt the need to then clear and cleanse the stones after their meditation. But they felt like they released much, and the stone took it in, and then they could clear the stone. And the stone, of course, over time could cleanse and clear itself, but then it's good to help it along when we want to reuse them for new stuff. Let me know if you have questions about this. I thought Chumpy Stones would be an amazing thing to talk about. The energy of the Apus, like I said, the sacred mountains in Peru are embedded in these stones, and they really do go beyond what we could possibly talk about, even in an hour or two about them. Each person is going to receive sacred energy from these stones in their own unique way, and you'll work with them. You may tune into the luminous ones and learn more about them that have been used in ancient times that you can now bring forward to present and use them. So use them to cleanse and clear on chakras with your clients, with yourself, create a sacred container. All just amazing things. So hopefully this was interesting for you. And Ralphie's just loving the energy. Just loving the energy, being his cute self. So happy Wednesday, happy hump day. I hope to see you guys soon. Namaste.